Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good pleasant Monday morning. I bid to all my beloved student H2P5. Cikgu doakan everybody is in a good condition. Okay, hoping Faiz, Steven dah semakin better Okay. Alright, so we're going to proceed with our tutorial today. Okay, and teacher intend to continue with our next subtopic, okay, which still under cellular respiration. Alhamdulillah, cikgu nampak student-student cikgu bersemangat semua. Thank you. Okay, hi Sophie, hi madam. Okay, Laura, hi Laura. Uzaifah, okay, selamat tengah hari, yes Burhan, selamat tengah hari. Alright, Kaisa, Izzy, Wani, okay, so keep on in class Wais, Andrew, cikgu harap semua in the good condition, okay, and do not forget teacher also assign your attendance in the Google Classroom, okay, so please fill up the form, okay? Alright, so yes, Haikal, Aida Aslina, Watif, Chang Chaili, right, Nurin. Okay, so basically I'm happy you all in a good condition. Okay, so let's continue Danu. Danu ada, Auni, cikgu ternampak Danu. Dania, Auni, okay, Andrew, okay. Okay, so what are we going to cover this afternoon class? Okay, basically kita nak continue settle the last part of aerobic respiration, which is our oxidative oxidative phosphorylation. Cikgu repeat, oxidative phosphorylation. Okay, so teacher would like you to have a look, like teacher mentioned just now. Okay, before that kita mulakan dengan Al-Fatihah, kita Al-Fatihah kelas. Jom. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin. Amin amin ya rabbal alamin. Okay, baiklah. Jom kita continue kelas Okay, this week, okay, still when you refer to our teaching and learning schedule, okay, we are still under discuss for topic cellular respiration class So please alert, okay, I think last week we already done the Krebs cycle. So hari ni teacher nak you all pay attention because our next subtopic ni okay, kamu nak tengok mana oksigen mesti kamu wonder, cikgu, okay, as we know that oksigen is play a big role, right, in aerobic tapi kat mana oksigen, cikgu? Tak jumpa pun oksigen. Okay, sebelum tu teacher would like you to have a look dulu from this question kelas Okay, jom tengok sekejap. Teacher already ask you, okay, teacher already mentioned. I would like you to turn on to the page, this BAL page kelas Okay, teacher now you all turn to this BAL page so that you all boleh dapat the idea of it. Okay, tiba-tiba you all tengok plasma membrane ni. Familiar tak kelas Okay, dia labelkan kawasan P, area P. Okay, and then tiba-tiba there is a lot of protein involved. If you still remember our lesson during your chapter 2, plasma membrane kelas cell structure and function, okay, where you learn also about the plasma membrane. Okay, when mention about plasma membrane you tengok banyaknya protein kelas Okay, you can see here the protein. Okay, 1, 2 if you count the protein 1, 2. Kita count yang berlabel dulu. Okay, and then we also consider yang tak berlabel 1, 2, okay, yang berlabel 3, 4, 5 berlabel. Okay, JKLMN. Alright, ada 5. And then tiba-tiba ada lagi another protein here. Okay, if you look carefully, there is another protein here. So kalau you calculate, okay, there are all 7 proteins embedded in the plasma membrane. Okay, so you mesti wonder, cikgu, why we are looking at this structure? Okay, why we are looking at this structure where we involve the plasma membrane? Because this is the plasma membrane. Okay, and also, okay, and all these 7 proteins. Okay, what do you think of the 7 proteins? Anyone class? Okay, Teven, cik orang sihat kita nampak Faiz lagi. Okay, hoping Faiz pun sihat. Haikal, siapa lagi yang tak join lagi Right, okay. So you all tengok kat sini kelas, look carefully. Ada 7 protein and also the plasma membrane. So, if teacher ask you, class what is actually this structure? Okay, which part of the mitochondria that involve all these 7 proteins? Right, okay, kalau you recall balik kelas your lesson during chapter 2, okay, the function of plasma membrane, salah satunya act as a enzymatic reaction. Okay, kalau you recall balik kelas your lesson about chapter 2 regarding protein that embedded on the plasma membrane. Okay, the protein, the plasma membrane, the embedded on the plasma membrane, okay, they play a role as a enzymatic reaction. Okay, so today is the day you akan learn about this metabolic pathway kelas where you can see how the protein act as a enzymatic reaction, where this protein which is embedded in the plasma membrane play a role as a metabolic reaction, okay, as a protein, as an enzyme. Okay, let's see. Teacher just now already share with you a few colorful diagram, okay, in order for you to have an nice diagram or nice picture, okay. Okay, so teacher tinggalkan kamu dengan gambar ni. We will come back later, okay, when we have times. Okay, we're going to discuss this question, right, in order to enhance your concept. But now teacher nak you all back to our notes. Okay, if you referring to our notes, okay, we are now looking at the concept what we call as oxidative phosphorylation. So now, okay, teacher now you all take note class Okay, in this process kamu akan discover about the role of oxygen as a final electron acceptor. Okay, so now kamu akan tengok, cikgu nak tengok kat mana oxygen involved. Alright, so let's start looking at the first the concept behind it class Okay, basically if you refer to our notes cikgu nak all jot down juga dalam nota kamu. Okay, our notes on page level 77, muka surat 77 kelas Okay, muka surat 77, it start with learning outcomes lah. Okay, it start with learning outcomes. Okay, so ada 3 learning outcomes under this subtopic. Okay, when teacher mention the terms of oxidative phosphorylation, automatically it will involve 2 process. So what are the 2 process class? The 2 process are electron transport chain. Okay, electron transport chain also can be known sometimes as ETC class electron transport chain, ETC. Okay, and also chemiosmosis. Okay, in this subtopic, teacher would like you to bawa balik your concept about redox reaction. You have to bring back your concept of redox reaction, where when teacher mention girl, okay, and another one is Leo Okay, means when gaining electron is reduction, and losing its electron, it will be considered as a oxidation. Okay, so we are dealing with electron class right? We are dealing with electron. Okay, there will be a substance that lose its electron, and there will be a substance that receive the electron. Okay, gain the electron to receive the electron. So in order to understand this process, redox reaction, where it involve the mitochondria, and if teacher asks you which part of mitochondria, class, yes, the part of mitochondria that involve, if you refer to earlier ataupun on page 78, if you buka class, okay, you turn to page 78. Okay, the process that we are going to learn is we are looking at the inner mitochondria membrane. Okay, class, So, there are 3 learning outcomes. You must be able to illustrate in order to explain the ETC. So, bila cikgu sebut saja ETC, okay, ETC means electron transport chain. Meaning, sebut saja transport, automatically kita tahu, oh cikgu, kalau kita belajar tentang pengangkutan, transport, it must be involve something, okay, the structure, okay. So that's why we are looking at that just now, like teacher shows on the on the question just now, class. In the question just now, there are 7 embedded protein, class, ataupun 7 protein that will act as a pathway, okay, where we consider as a electron transport, consider as a enzymatic reaction, which handling the concept of electron, okay, that undergo the redox reaction. Okay, ada yang losing, ada yang gaining, right? Okay, and then after we have done this, we are going to proceed with another another tremendous process, what we call as a proton motive force. Okay, so when we talking about electron, okay, we actually also, kalau you faham konsep dalam chemistry class, okay, electron ataupun fizik juga, is also handling about hydrogen ion. Okay, so we are going to apply, okay, this concept under proton motive force. Okay, the concept of what we call as a chemiosmosis. And last but not least, you all akan summary class, I think already share with you the summary slide. Okay, how you able to count from one molecule, sebiji glucose, only one molecule glucose, which involved in active cell, okay, that produce 38 ATP. Okay, so in our syllabus, okay, for information in class, actually, there are 2 types of cell, okay. One cell yang not another cell, okay, the ordinary cell, it will produce 36, but in our syllabus, we are focusing on the active cell. Cikgu ulang di kelas, okay, please bear in mind, if you want to search internet, okay, ataupun search in Campbell, search in knowing, okay, the concept of oxidative phosphorylation, our syllabus cover active cell that produce 38 ATP. Okay, alright, okay. So cikgu harap you all Danu hadir, yes, So come on class, I think those, kalau you all sharing devices, please let me know, okay, so that to cikgu alert, Okay, hoping today cikgu boleh habiskan dulu, nak takut habis semua, kamu takut tak terkejar, I think we try, Okay, so let's start with number A dulu, okay class. Okay, in order to knowing the learning outcome yang pertama, which is A, okay, so teacher would like you to have an idea dulu, ataupun teacher nak emphasizekan kelas, like teacher mentioned just now, okay, from the question ada teacher share dengan you kamu tadi kelas, just now. Okay, so if you perasan tadi, teacher start with asking you to look at this diagram, kelas, okay, plasma membrane and all the proteins that embedded on the plasma membrane itself. Okay, so how this question related to the concept? Okay, so teacher nak you all take note class, Okay, when we learning about the process of oxidative phosphorylation, which it involve ETC, electron transport chain, okay, and also chemiosmosis, Okay, so it actually involve lain tak bukan is the mitochondrial organelle, and we are looking at this structure, inner membrane of mitochondria, or the folded inner membrane, which also can be known as cristae. Okay, so tolong kelas kalau cikgu tanya where does this oxidative phosphorylation occur, teacher know you all type in our in our live chat. Tolong type in our live chat kelas okay. If the question asks you where does this process take place, so the answer is inner membrane of mitochondria. So when teacher sebut membrane, inner membrane, as you can see from the mitochondria organelle, okay, so it's actually referring, if you are the one that sketch the mitochondria, okay, and then you do the folded the folded membrane, okay, the folded membrane. So kalau you all zoom in class, so if teacher asks you where does the process take place, okay, so the process take place on the inner membrane of mitochondria. So where is it? Okay, it is here. Okay, so it is here. It can be crystal or it can be inner. So that's why just now you can see, okay, from the question given class, okay, from the question given, okay, you can see it involve the plasma membrane. Okay, because dia berlaku kat membrane class, Okay, so now what are the 7 proteins that involve? So teacher, now you all tengok pada apa ni? Okay, cikgu nak kamu tunjuk pada muka surat 77. On the page 77, yes, Chang Chaili, very good. Inner membrane mitochondria or cristae. Okay, cikgu highlightkan dekat sini supaya everyone notice kelas. Okay, inner membrane mitochondria or cristae. Yes, very good. Okay, Chang Chaili. Okay, so how this inner membrane of mitochondria act as a site for oxidative phosphorylation? Okay, on page 77, okay, teacher know you all, come on class, each of you just type any electron carrier, okay, that lists in our tutorial book, our notes book on page 77. Okay, kalau kamu tengok itu, cikgu ada 6 ni cikgu. Yes, when mention about ETC ada 6. When mention about ETC, there are 6. Okay, when ETC, there will be 6. Right, tetapi bila include nanti what we call as a chemiosmosis. Okay, bila sebut saja chemiosmosis, kat situ kamu akan tambah lagi chemiosmosis kelas. So osmosis. Okay, chemiosmosis, kamu tambah lagi 1. So there are 7 proteins. Okay, so let's get familiar with the terms. Cikgu nak start mula sebut kelas. NADH, dehydrogenase. Okay, cikgu nak you all type in kelas. NADH, dehydrogenase. So teacher start draw the NADH. So that means you all pun boleh sketch, okay, together with teacher. So the first protein, okay, that involve at in inner membrane of mitochondria, okay, what we call as NADH dehydrogenase. Okay, NADH dehydrogenase, satu kelas. Okay, NADH dehydrogenase. We label as a number 1, complex 1. Right, okay, I think I already share dengan you all tadi dalam apa ni? Dalam we can refer in our Telegram as well. Okay, where teacher or other share gambar colourful. That ones daripada dalam kita punya nota tak nampak sangat gambar colourful tu. So teacher bagi the colourful one, the colour, so that you can refer at. Right, okay. So kalau you tengok tadi kelas kamu kata, kalau tak percaya, kamu cuba kira. 7 kan Okay, so start with NADH dehydrogenase. 1. Okay. Yang kedua, right kelas So yang kedua, as you can see here, okay, teacher nak you all sketch dengan teacher kelas. Okay, I want you to sketch together with me so that you understand the structure. Okay, so ingat ni kelas ini berlaku di mana? Di inner membrane of mitochondria atau cristae. Right, okay. So and then number 2, protein number 2, okay, which involve is that one attached on the surface, inner surface, okay. So it's here. Class number 2 So this is labeled by number 2, what we call as a succinate dehydrogenase. Okay, number 1 is NADH dehydrogenase. Class Right? We are looking at, cikgu nak you mengenali dulu inner membrane mitochondria. Okay. So number 1, cikgu nak you all together with teacher sketch. Okay. So number 1 just now is NADH dehydrogenase. Okay, number 1. This one class this one. Okay, this number 1. Okay, where it is labeled as NADH. Okay, dehydrogenase. HDRIOGENASE. Okay, NADH dehydrogenase. Number 1, complex one. Okay, next, number 2, okay, is known as FADH2, where we'll carry the NFADH2. So this will known as, sorry class, okay. Okay, so this one, okay, number 2, this one is succinate, okay, dehydrogenase, dehydrogenase. Okay, alright, okay, kelas So dah 2 dah. Okay, next. Suddenly, right, kelas teacher ambil apa ni, color lain pula Okay, tiba-tiba kita ambil okay, wait, kita habiskan dulu all the complex kelas Complex 1, complex 2. Okay, kita habiskan dulu complex yang semua complex Okay, so bagi cikgu sikit lagi sikit. This is plasma membrane of apa kelas? Inner membrane of mitochondria atau also can be known as cristae. Okay, so this is cristae or inner membrane of mitochondria. So kita habiskan all the complex, then baru kita pergi kepada mobile Okay, so next, what color you want to use class? Let's say yellow lah okay. So yellow, right? Okay, so darkerkan sikit. Okay, so here you akan dapat complex 3 Wow, pekat sangat. Okay kelas so cikgu padam dulu ni. Right, so complex 3 complex 3 here. Okay, so complex 3. This is complex 3 kelas number 3 Okay, ni 1, 2, 3 complex 3. So complex 3, apa dia kelas? Okay, teacher now you all drop in the live class So complex 3, okay, if you refer to the apa ni? To the given diagram, okay, it will label as cytochrome C reductase. Complex 3 is cytochrome C reductase kelas Okay. Cyto, okay, ejaan kena betul kelas CYTOCHROME cytochrome C reductase. Okay, cytochrome C reductase reductase. Right, okay, yang ketiga okay, complex 1 dah, complex 2 dah, complex 3 dah, okay. And then complex 4. Right, okay, complex 4 kat mana kelas? Okay, complex 4 kalau you tengok pada inner membrane of mitochondria, okay, it will be the after the apa ni? Jadi cikgu nak you all sketch lagi kelas keep on sketch dengan teacher so you know the structure very well and then you will understand better about the process that take place on each complex. Okay, so you sketch lagi so you continue sketch the plasma membrane, okay, which belong to the inner membrane of mitochondria atau juga cristae. Cikgu banyak kali dah ulang kelas okay, inner membrane of mitochondria or cristae. So we are now mastering the site where this oxidative phosphorylation take place Okay, so pink, biru, kuning dah. What color you want class? Kita buat purple lah right? Okay, for complex 4 Okay, where's the purple color? Right, we go to more color. We take purple class, okay. So we take dark purple here. Okay, so we go here. Okay, complex 4, class, So this will be complex 4. So what is complex 4? What is the name of complex 4? Okay, complex 4 known as, okay, cytochrome C reductase, right? Okay, it's a cytochrome, okay, cytochrome C oxidase. Sorry, tadi reductase kat sini kelas, ini C, okay, oxidase, wait, kita buat cytochrome C oxidase. Right, okay. So lengkap dah, you all dah tahu the 4 complex. Okay, complex 1, complex 2, complex 3 on the inner membrane of mitochondria. Okay, so these are the 4 what we call as a ETC, electron transport chain. Okay, where fixed, they embedded, they are protein. Okay, integral protein which is embedded on the plasma membrane of the inner membrane mitochondria, inner, okay, lapisan dalam, inner membrane atau cristae. Okay, untuk pengetahuan kamu kelas, okay, from one electron carrier to another electron carrier, you all kena faham, okay, each protein ini they are embedded in the inner membrane. So, okay, this pathway require another mobile electron carrier. Okay, so what is the mobile electron carrier kelas, So cikgu pilih warna merah kat sini. Okay, I will highlight with the red color, kelas, So in between 1 and 2, in between NADH dehydrogenase and also succinate dehydrogenase dengan, in between 1 and 3, kelas, between 1 and 3, there is one mobile electron carrier, what we call as a ubiquinone. Okay, so here, kelas, so cikgu buat warna merah kat sini. Warna merah kat sini, okay, there will be label kat sini sebagai Q lah, okay, kelas, Q, but the name is ubiquinone. Okay, ubiquinone, yang ni, this one, this is ubiquinone, okay, UBI, ejaan kena betul kelas, because in exam is a very important, okay, QUI, okay, QUI, okay, NON, nan, ubiquinone, okay, ubiquinone. Satu kelas, okay, satu lagi electron, mobile electron carrier is between complex 3 dengan complex 4. Complex 3 dengan complex 4, there is another electron carrier. Okay, mobile electron carrier, mobile kelas, so where it attach here, kelas, okay, attach on the surface of the outer surface or the inner membrane, where we call it as a cytochrome C. Ni tadi ubiquinone, ubiquinone, okay, as long as you all ejaan ni betul. Okay, so here is will be C, okay, and the name of this mobile electron carrier is known as cytochrome C. Ejaan kena betul kelas, okay, CYTO, okay, CYTO, cytochrome, okay, CHROME, cytochrome C. Right? See? So all in ada 6 tadi juga kat kelas, kan? Okay, there are 6, right? Okay, so I, san, se, u, liu, 6. Okay, so this is the whole thing, what we call it as a apa kelas? Electron transport chain. Okay, so in oxidative phosphorylation, we are going to start with ETC first. Okay, how it works and how you can see the electron flow. Okay, electron flow down the chain Okay, until nanti continue dengan chemiosmosis. So petang ni kita cuba, kalau tak sempat habis chemiosmosis, we're going to continue tomorrow. But teacher hope you can understand the whole process, the chain ni kelas how the six just now yang kita buat tadi ni, yang kita dah sketch, right? Okay, play a big role in etc. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so this is the diagram that teacher already share with you. I hope you all dapat the idea. Tadi cikgu pun dah share dengan kamu. Right, okay. So again, teacher cakap kelas Okay, so again cikgu pointkan. Okay, number 1 is NADH dehydrogenase. Right, NADH dehydrogenase. Number 2 is, okay, apa tadi kelas? Complex tu, succinate dehydrogenase. Okay, complex 1 and complex 2 involve handling 2 different electron carrier kelas Right, okay. So nanti kejap lagi kita akan faham semua the process dia. Okay, and then complex 3 is cytochrome C reductase. Complex 4 is cytochrome juga, cytochrome C juga. Cuma kali ini ialah oxidase. So dia main dengan konsep oxidize reduce. Okay, because in this process it involve a redox reaction kelas redox reaction. Okay, so teacher now you all familiar kelas Alright, okay. The orange color is the intermembrane space. Okay, space between inner membrane dengan outer membrane. What we call the intermembrane space. Right, okay. And the yellow one, okay, this one is a metric mitochondria. Okay, so oxidative phosphorylation, it involves 2 process, which is ETC. Okay, ETC is actually how the electron transport and pumping of proton. Kat sini kamu akan bawa konsep kelas Actually, when you mention about electron, you are involving the role of the proton and, or the H plus itself. Okay, between this electron carrier on the inner membrane of mitochondria, okay, with the intermembrane space. So that's why cikgu nak you all get to familiar with this diagram class. This diagram is very important for you to understand the process of ETC. Okay, so in the intermembrane you can see the H plus. Okay, so let's see the whole idea of it. Cikgu nak you visualizekan dulu. Okay, especially the 6 electron carrier just now. Okay, nanti tiba-tiba cikgu tadi cikgu cakap kalau tengok dalam soalan yang cikgu bagi tadi kan, dalam diagram tadi ada 7 kan. Okay, so if you count just now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, satu lagi 7 kita akan jumpa dalam chemiosmosis, what we call as a ATP synthase. Okay, so in order to understand the last subtopic under aerobic